The stock starts to make a move to another new high. The institution feels it's time to start liquidating stock. They use a shake-in where the break to new high is sold into, and this institution will sell 100,000 shares. At that time, contrary to what you might think, the same institution might jump back into the stock and buy 50,000 shares to support the stock at the 50-day moving average because they don't want the stock to break yet. So they buy back 50,000 shares. Stock recovers, starts to move to new highs at over $150 per share. You might see another analyst upgrade. Stock continues to be strong, is another opportunity for our institutional growth fund to sell another 100,000 shares into strength. At that point, the buying and selling becomes balanced and the stock actually starts to come back with more selling pressure. So as the stock starts to come back, they sell another 50,000 shares, which knocks the stock down, and it starts to form a wide and loose late stage base. But what an institution will do, the stock at this point is absolutely obvious to everyone, including most retail investors. So when they see another breakout, they want to jump on board because they feel confident it will work again. So what the institution will do, they will actually buy 150,000 shares either in the base and break the stock out and force it to break out because they know it'll draw in buyers, particularly the retail crowd. So they buy this stock to push a breakout. At that point, the same institution might even put out an analyst price target of $280 a share. This line is 200, and most retail investors will say, wow, I can get this stock for 200, and it's going to be maybe 280. So the last retail and FOMO buyers will jump into the stock, and that's when our institution will use those gains to start selling stock in a more aggressive fashion. So in this case, on the breakout, they're looking to sell 200,000 shares. They'll aggressively sell another $150,000 shares, and they'll sell some more on the way down as we break the stock below the original pivot. Usually the break of the pivot will get one more reflex reaction, creating another shake-in somewhere around the original pivot where most investors have lost money, the ones that were buyer of the late stage base. Institutions then will get very aggressive about just simply unwinding their position. They'll sell 100,000 shares and another 50,000 shares to get out of their position. And usually that's enough if another institution does the same thing to break the stock through the 50-day moving average in volume, really signaling the story has changed. So in this particular case, when you run all the math, this institution sold all 750,000 shares at an average price of $185 a share. They bought it at 45. So they made over a 311% move. It's one way institutions do it. And you need to be aware of this when you're a growth stock investor and you have your hands on a model book stock. You need to understand when you're getting late in the move and you shouldn't be buying aggressively.
Watch part 1 by clicking on the link below. Join RainKingInsights.com for more educational content and trade ideas.